Welcome to Math 1111 College Algebra. This video is a brief overview of the syllabus for this class. It will not cover everything in its entirety, but it will cover the most important things that I think you need to get out of the syllabus. So let's get started with the basics. The CRN number for this class is 60010. We meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 p.m. to 7:50 p.m. at the Oakwood campus in room 355. It is a lecture class. The term start date is May 15, 2018, and the term end date is July 23, 2018. It is a 3-credit hour class, and we will have approximately 30 contact hours. The prerequisite for this class is just an appropriate algebra placement score, and there are no co-requisites for this class. Some information about me. My name is Marcia Fields. My email address is mfields@laniertech.edu. My phone number is 770-533-6928, and I'm in the Oakwood office, room 321. I will usually be there on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. unless you make an appointment. We can meet at other times. I will respond to email within 24 hours during the week, which is considered Monday through Friday, and within 48 hours during the weekend. Email is the best way to communicate with me outside of class. And this course syllabus is a general plan for the course. Deviations announced to the class by the instructor may be necessary. Required textbook materials and technology. All of your curriculum materials are available at no cost through Blackboard, so there's no textbook for you to purchase. The only materials that you'll need are a calculator, paper and pencil. You may need graphing paper, as we will have several units that deal with graphing. All calculators must be in compliance with the calculator policy stated on Blackboard. Some more information on Blackboard. It's highly recommended that you use Firefox or Internet Explorer 9 when you use Blackboard. I've had some issues with Chrome. The Firefox and Internet Explorer 9 are more compatible with Blackboard. And do not use the app on your phone to submit assignments. It is the student's responsibility to ensure they have access to a computer with internet access and software requirements to participate in this course. If you have technical problems with your computer, you may consider using Lanier Tech's library or a local library. However, problems with your computer will not excuse you from work in this class. And here's some more information on Smarter Measure. It's a great way to assess your probability of succeeding in an online and/or technology-rich program. It is online and free. It is not a test, but an online assessment that helps you better understand your learning style and your possible strengths and weaknesses in an online environment. And this class is primarily online. Most of your instruction will be online. All of your homework, quizzes, and tests will be online. Okay, let's talk about some information on the course grading. Homework will be completed in Blackboard. You have unlimited attempts to complete the homework until the unit test. All of your homework and quizzes are due the day of the test at 11:59 p.m. There are no makeups or retakes for any reason. You have to have the homework completed by 11:59 on the day of the assessment. Same thing with the quizzes. They will be completed in Blackboard. However, you only have 3 attempts to complete each quiz question until the unit test. And each time you take it, a few points will be deducted, so you won't get full credit if you take the test 2 or 3 times. And there again are also no makeups or retakes for any reason for quizzes. Tests will cover the material that is in the homework and quizzes, but they will not be identical. They will be given in class in Blackboard, as indicated in the assignment sheet. There are no makeups or retakes for any reason for tests. This is the category, the weight category. The homework is 5% of your grade, quizzes are 10% of your grade, tests are 60% of your grade, and the final exam is 25% of your grade for a total of 100%. A grade of C or better, which is a 70 overall average or above, is required for some programs. You need to check with your program advisor. All of your assignments are submitted online, so you will receive your grades immediately. There is no waiting to find out what your grade is in the class. After each unit test, any assignment not submitted will be assigned a 0. So, for example, if you did not complete a homework assignment for Unit 1, after we get done with the Unit 1 test, I'm going to go back in, and any blank grades are going to go in as 0s. Computer and/or internet problems do not constitute an excuse for late work. You must plan ahead and use the school computers or other public computers if necessary to complete the assignment by the due dates. You cannot wait until 11 o'clock at night and the assignment's due at 11:59 and then you have problems with your computer and you can't turn the homework in. Remember, there's no late work, there's no makeup work. So you need to make sure you plan ahead so if something does happen, you can use the computers at the Lanier Tech libraries or your local libraries, or be able to borrow someone else's computer so you can get your assignments done. The overall grading scale is the same. 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, 70 to 79 is a C, 60 to 69 is a D, but you normally don't get credit for that in any of the programs. So if you make a D in the class, you will have to retake it, and an F is between a 0 and a 59. Students who wish to withdraw after the 60% point of the term, including parts of term, must email the instructor of the course. Your email must be sent from the student's LTC email account and must include your full name, your LTC ID number, and the course reference number, the CRN number. You can also receive a W for the class if you withdraw before the midterm. If you withdraw after the midterm, or you don't withdraw at all officially, but you just stop coming to class, you will receive a grade of a WF. And there's also an option to get an I for incomplete. Incompletes are permitted only when documented, unavoidable circumstances prevent you from taking the last test of the semester, which would be the final exam. The coursework must be completed by mid-semester of the following semester, or the grade automatically becomes an F. Failing any general education course, whether it's a required course for your program or whether it's an elective, may result in your being put on academic probation. Refer to your student handbook for school academic policies. And a little bit more information about incompletes. You must have completed all of your work up until the final exam, and you must be currently passing for you to be able to receive an I in my class. Okay, here's our course calendar. Our course schedule is located in Blackboard, which lists the due dates for each of your unit tests. If any adjustments are made to the schedule, a new one will be posted. The following is just a list of important dates for the semester. So the first day of class is May 15th, 2018. And between May 15th and May 17th, you can drop or add classes with no penalty. So if you withdraw before May 17th, you won't have a W. If you withdraw between the 17th of May and June 18th, you will receive a W on your transcript. June 18th is the last day to withdraw with a W. Anything after June 18th, it'll be a WF. We have no class on July 3rd and July 5th. We have summer break, so there will be no classes at all. That's the week of the 4th of July. We also have no classes scheduled for July 17th. That's registration day, so there will be no class at all that day, that Tuesday, and then that Thursday, July 19th, will be the date of our final exam. And that is a proctored event. The final exam is proctored, meaning you must come and show your picture ID. I may or may not be the one giving the final exam, so you need to be prepared to show a photo ID to prove that you are who you say you are. This exam is intended to measure your ability to use mathematics to organize, analyze, and synthesize data to solve mathematical problems. A grade of 70 indicates you are able to identify some factors involved in solving a mathematical problem and are able to, as a minimum, correctly solve simplistic mathematical problems requiring little organization, analysis, or synthesis. The final exam will be proctored on the Oakwood campus from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Thursday, July 19, 2018. This is the only date and time that you can take the final exam. There are no makeups, so you need to plan ahead now. You have to take your final exam on that date and that date only. Okay, let's get some information on communication. An important thing we've been focusing is netiquette and appropriate student-teacher interaction. In an effort to improve the appropriateness of dialogue between the instructor and student, all emails sent are expected to contain a reasonable level of maturity and formality that has been lacking in recent years. All email correspondence sent regarding the course schedule, assignments, queries, etc. are expected to contain a clear and specific subject line and should begin with an appropriate salutation or greeting. For example, you could just say Miss Fields, followed by a coherent conversation. It is quite improper to begin your post with hey. So you could just say good morning, Miss Fields, or hi, Miss Fields, anything like that. While most people send emails using their smartphones or other devices, many often regard this practice casually. Students are reminded that all email correspondence is formal in nature and should not be treated as an informal text message. Thus, phrasing and statements in your email posts are expected to be grammatically correct and should naturally feature accurate spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. So there should be no abbreviations or just the first letters of a word, because I will not be able to decipher that. The tone of email correspondence should also be appropriate and observe and maintain the proper relationship between the instructor and the student. In other words, a respectful tone. Lastly, all email correspondence is expected to close with an appropriate farewell and should include the student's signature block with your full name and course CRN. So with a closing, you really just need to say thank you or sincerely and sign your name. And everyone should be in the habit of having your signature block and changing out all of your CRN numbers in your signature block. So if you're taking 2 classes this semester, just put both of those classes and their CRN numbers in your signature block, and that way it'll be in all of your emails. You don't have to worry about keeping up with them every time you want to send an email. Speaking of student email accounts, since email is our primary form of communication away from classes, you must activate your Lanier Tech student email account. You should go to Lanier Tech's website if you haven't already and click on student email for directions on how to access your student email. Make sure that you know how to access your email account, check for messages, and send messages from your student email account. Please check daily, Monday through Friday, for important messages. Your Lanier Tech email address is the only email account that you should use to communicate with the school, and it is the only account that I will respond to. If you send an email to me from your Gmail account, I'll send a polite message and just remind you that I'm not able to respond to your personal email address and to please resend the message using your Lanier Tech email address. Okay, so let's talk about some technical issues and the signature page. As I said in the beginning, there are a lot of other information. There's a lot of information on the syllabus, and some of that includes the student grievance procedure, information on work ethics, course accessibility, equal opportunity statement, how to log into Blackboard, Blackboard mobile student app, Office 365, technical support, and library services. And there are links in the syllabus that will take you directly to our website for further information on many of these policies. So make sure you review the syllabus and look at all this information. And finally, there is a signature page on the very last page of the syllabus that I need you to sign, print, and date. And this just lets me know that you've received a copy of the syllabus and the schedule that's in Blackboard. And it could be, again, this could be modified at any time. This is not saying that the syllabus is going to be exactly the way it is when you sign this paper. We may have to update it as needed. We may have to update the assignment sheet as needed. So this is just saying that you've received a copy of it and that you know that you need to review it periodically just in case some changes have been made to it. I look forward to working with all of you this semester. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.